G'day guys, Fitcho here and welcome to a brand new F1 2018 video, and today we are venturing into the online part of the game. And as I'm sure some of you guys do know, especially the ones that are very active in the community, especially on Twitter, which if you are on Twitter, you should definitely follow me at Fitcho_ if you don't already, cheeky plug. But I'm sure you guys do know that the online is not the best part of this game. It is in fact very broken at the launch of the game, something that I guess we've come to expect with Codemasters launches. But nonetheless, today I'm going to be jumping into some sprint mode races, trying to have some good racing, trying to have some fun, but I have a little suspicion that is not going to happen, and I'm just going to end up suffering on camera for your guys' entertainment. So, without further ado, let's get into it. We are off to a fantastic start. First lobby I find, and we can't even join it. Right, we've found a lobby, and there's literally only one other person in it. This is ridiculous. Right, so we found a brand new lobby, and I'm the only person in it. I can't even find a race with more than one other person in it right now. This is ridiculous. Another lobby with just me and one other person. Fantastic. Oh, we found a race with more than one other person in it. We've got 5 people. It's not that many, but it's enough to go racing, I reckon. This is not a good start. We've been sitting here waiting for players for about a minute and a half now. Make that 2 minutes now. 2.5 minutes. 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Oh yes, finally we're here, and it's only qualifying because for some reason they decided qualifying was a good idea in a sprint race, and I have no fucking clue why they've done that. Right, I'm actually finally on track, about to actually take control of a vehicle, and I'm only 15 minutes into this recording. That's how long it has taken me to find a game, and just ignore the driving because I haven't driven Abu Dhabi in ages, and I have not driven this car yet. Right, after over 18 minutes of recording, we're finally ready for our first race of this video online, and it's lights out and away we go in the Ferrari F2007, and someone is already off in the wall behind, and I am untouched down into turn number 1 as I nicely extend the track. And into the final corner at the end of lap number 3, up to the line to win. Oh, that's right. They decided to change it from 3 laps to 5 laps as well in a sprint race. Another thing nobody bloody wanted. And that concludes one of the most boring races of my life. 5 laps of a track I absolutely hate, with absolutely no one near me on track. Shout out to Looney Coyote 00 for not only getting disqualified once, but twice. That is impressive in the same race. A perfectly clean race, pole to lights to flag victory, and my safety rating doesn't even increase. Oh, what am I watching? What is going on here? Oh, this is fantastic. Can I change the camera? I don't even know what I'm witnessing right now. This is F1 2018 online. Esports ready. I just want to point out, this is race number 2, qualifying for race number 2, and I'm already witnessing this. Let's just say. And we're also stuck on qualifying complete with 1 second left to go. It is glitched like that, and my screen is being abused with whatever you want to call this. Oh, it might have stabilized. Oh, he's going into pit lane. No, he's going across the straight. He's crossed the line, right? He crossed the line. That's his lap done. No, okay, apparently not. Okay. He's going backwards now. Yes, qualifying's over. Thank the Lord. iFoz has managed to get a grid place penalty of 0 places, is what the game is telling me, and also did that lap on Hypersoft tires in intermediate conditions, when I did see intermediate tires on his car while he was glitching through many walls. Right, here we go for race number 2. As you can see, the grid has definitely started to fill up now, so we can get some more normal sort of sprint mode action, I think, in this race. And we've just had all the beeps, so we should be ready to go, but we're still waiting for 4 players. Okay. Normally it doesn't matter if they're not ready, it just, once those beeps happen, you're just into the race. But no, we're still sitting here waiting as one of them leaves. Still waiting. Right, we've now been waiting for a full minute. Oh, pole position guys decided he's had enough, he's out of here. Apparently waiting a minute and a half after the race was meant to start was a bit too long for him. Oh, here we go, here we go. The guy that was causing all the issues in qualifying is gone, and my third place is essentially second now, and is lights out, and away we go. We've been recording for 38 minutes, and I've only just got going in our second race of the day, and I've been hit from behind, but it's not too bad. Through turn number 1, oh no, there we go, being hit properly now by a Mercedes. I am round and losing a few positions, normal sort of sprint mode stuff as we head down to, oh, okay, the Williams is trying to swipe across me, and he's gone really, really wide and sent himself into the wall. So as sprint mode starts go, that actually wasn't terrible. Oh, there goes Brock, and there's a flying force. Oh, he's flipped. A huge crash at the final corner, flipping Force Indias, and I am up into second place. And that is P3. I've been recording for 47 minutes, and I've done 2 races so far in sprint mode, and neither of them have been overly enjoyable, let's say. Still nothing with my safety rating going either way. Even though I'm having fairly clean races by sprint mode standards, it's just staying bang on the same, which is quite frustrating. Oh, there's 2 cars sharing the same grid spot right next to me. How has that happened? I don't know, but it's sprint mode at Monaco. Please send help. And it is lights out, and away we go. Down to turn number 1. Someone is diving me from miles back. He's taken out that Toro Rosso, and somehow I've gotten through into 4th place. Oh, there we go. Yep, someone just abusing the Nouvelle Chicane and going straight through and taking out the leaders at to back. Normal stuff really on sprint mode, isn't it? Worst part is, for the guys doing absolutely nothing wrong, their safety rating will now go down because of some fuckwit like that. Oh, come on, Jared. No need to park the bus. Yes, good stuff, Brock, into the Nouvelle Chicane. Beautiful line. Oh, no, okay, I'll bottle this at to back. We're going to send it up the inside of Jared down into the hairpin, and this is not a good idea. The cars are barely wide enough to fit through there, but a switch back through the second mirror boat down into Portier. Aggressive racing side by side into the tunnel, and turn. My ERS up here, side by side with the Mercedes down on the brakes into the Nouvelle Chicane. I've cut the track the tiniest little bit there, trying to create some space, or leave him space at the same time. Yeah, that was a bit aggressive and didn't quite work out. Oh, he's parking it through Raskas. You cheeky sod. This is why my safety rating goes down, because I race my friends like an absolute dickhead, and then it can never go back up. Wait, despite driving like an absolute lunatic in that race, my safety rating doesn't go down. I'm actually getting confused by this system now. That is a nice sight. The lobby is finally starting to fill up. We've done 3 races in the hour that I'm recording, but finally, we're actually going to get some decent action, I think, now. Oh, what is this frame rate? Oh, that was actually hideous. That frame rate drop. Thank God that hit me on a straight, where it didn't really matter to... Oh, the frame rate went again there, and the frame rate is going again. The worst bit is when the frame rate goes, I can also feel that coming through the force feedback, and it just makes the car really unpredictable and hard to drive. Right, we have a very full grid, Austria, intermediate conditions. This is not going to go very well, I don't think. Oh, there's a car driving backwards. There's a car going backwards as we head up towards turn number 1. What is going on here? Flying. Some guys decided to take out the 2 leaders, and somehow I've ended up in second place, although it's saying I'm in third, because that Renault is up the track driving backwards right now. I don't really know how that works. He's still flying. Oh, there's a car flying across to our right-hand side, and now the frame rate is dropping. Cars are ghosting all over the place, and I've somehow inherited what should be the lead, but there's a Renault glitched out at the next corner up at the end of the straight. I love the frame rate drops when someone joins or leaves the session. It is actually ridiculous. And that Renault is still having a proper good time out in the lead, somewhere on the next straight, just driving backwards from barrier to barrier, then teleporting back and doing it all over again. Oh, no, he's actually stopped on the straight now. It seems to have calmed down a little bit, and now I have, in fact, taken the lead of this race. Oh god, there's a guy going slow. Don't take me out. He tried to take me out, and he did not succeed. The worst part is, a fuckwit like that is going to wait up and try to take out the leader, and the whole point of the safety rating system was to try and stop people doing that. But it's so hard to increase your safety rating. If a dickhead does that to me, both of our safety ratings are going to go down, and I'm never going to be able to get mine back up no matter how clean I tried to drive. It just makes a whole joke of the whole safety rating system. It's actually pointless and so poorly implemented. Oh, all the names are disappearing from the leaderboard now. I no longer have a name. The guy in third no longer has a name, but Brock Does Stuff still does in second place. The car that's disconnected but still on track up ahead of me, he doesn't have a name either. Okay, now nobody has a name anymore, as the frame rate continues to drop as a new guy is joining the lobby. And up to the checkered flag, and we actually win a race. Although no one's going to know that because I no longer have a name on anybody's leaderboards, not even my own, but I know that I won. Look at that, there's only 1 out of 17 cars that actually has a gamer tag next to their name right now. Yep, and my safety rating goes down. I start 5th, I don't have any instance other than a guy trying to take me out, and my safety rating goes down because it was clearly my fault that the Force India waited up for me and wanted to take me out. I am a dirty driver because someone wanted to take me out of the race while I was actually doing a clean race. That's what I love about the new safety rating system in Formula 1. It's a fucking joke. I'm just looking at all the game tags disappearing and reappearing there on the column on the left. That was actually ridiculous, but we're ready for the Brazilian Grand Prix. I have no name. Most of the grid has no name, but we have had an absolutely mega start off the grid there, and now we're getting hit with massive frame rate issues. I'm going through a McLaren who just randomly decides to ghost for absolutely no reason. Now I'm being barged off the track by a McLaren, and I probably shouldn't have tried to come back on the track so quickly. Alright, here we go. McLaren taking someone out, and then I have nowhere to go as he spins back across. Oh, I'm out of the race. Fantastic. That's another thing. Why have they introduced damage into sprint mode? This is sprint mode. It's meant to be a 3-lap race, random grid, no damage. Instead, we have a 5-lap race with qualifying with damage. Why have they messed with sprint mode so much? And here we go with the gamer tag roulette, and no one wins. Actually, no, I get my gamer tag and one other guy does, and no one else does. Oh, there is 2 cars, momentarily on top of each other. Oh, another set of 2 cars on top of each other, and 2 cars on top of each other behind us. I'm pretty sure in the last patch they said they fixed this issue, and instead it's actually multiplied. I've seen it 3 times on the one grid. And that Toro Rosso is having a good time on top of that Haas right now. And it looks like there's possibly another Toro Rosso on top if we look further ahead. They've almost fallen side by side behind us, but that Toro Rosso in front is still definitely right on top. And that's going to be very interesting offline, as now they fall into place, I think. Oh no, they're back on top of each other. And they're still on top of each other behind us. This is, they're glitching all over the place, and they've settled down behind us. And here we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I'm pretty sure I momentarily saw a Force India in the air through turn number. Oh, okay. Absolutely nowhere for me to go. And the worst thing is I get a warning for a collision for that. I'm going to lose safety rating for that, where it's the instant where I could do absolutely nothing to avoid it. Okay, I've been shafted at the end of the straight. I brake at 100 meters, but apparently that is too early for some people, and fuck's sake, see, I have no choice but to cut that corner because I've just been shafted, and then I make contact with the guy coming back on the track when I came on fairly safely, and another guy shoves it up my inside. I'm just going to lose so much safety rating for that, and I'm not even intentionally trying to drive dirtily. and then the same Mercedes punts someone else off, spins across the track, hits the Toro Rosso. I hit the back of him because I have nowhere to go, and I haven't got a warning this time, which is nice at least. Let's play another round of Gamertag Roulette, and the winners are nobody by the looks of it, because Codemasters can't make a fucking complete game and they release what feels like a fucking alpha build of the online that's actually worse than the private beta that they held earlier. And here we go, the frame rate is dropping again, the gamer tags glitching around again. How can they release the game with the online in this fucking state and think it is acceptable is actually fucking beyond me, especially when they're running an official esports series on this very game in the coming months. It is actually a joke. And here we go, the gamer tags going again, the frame rate dropping again, and this is getting ridiculous now. And the race is apparently over, and no one has won it because this game is broken and we don't get to see anyone's gamer tags anymore. There we go, across the line in what was P6, P5 because of penalties. I've been recording for an hour and 45 minutes, and I'll be honest, I haven't had a huge amount of fun. And let's just watch, my safety rating is going to go down at the end of this race. No, apparently I'm now 7th. But I'm not driving a Williams, so I'm not too sure what happened, but I probably won't know where I actually finished, because I won't know what my gamer tag is. I do get a bit of stuff, but the rank stuff, and my safety rating hasn't actually changed, I don't think, although it was higher at the start of this race, and other than one race where I was a bit of a dickhead, I haven't done anything that I feel like should have made my safety rating go down. I've just been fucked on by other idiots that decided taking me out is a good idea, or using me as a brake is a good idea, or just having a racing incident and I get in a position where I can't do anything but make contact with them, and then I lose my safety rating. And the safety rating system is an absolute fucking joke on this game, and I think I've sort of turned this video into a bit of a rant right at the end, just express my feelings on the online, and right now I think I need to calm down and go to bed. So I'm going to end this video right here and right now. I might come back to do some more multiplayer videos and maybe take a bit of a more lighthearted approach to them like I did at the start of this video, and just laugh at all the glitches and how much of a joke this game is. I've gotten what I guess I wanted to get off my chest in terms of ranting at Codemasters, and I feel like this is going to be one of a fair few different rant videos you're going to see in your sub boxes over the next week or so, or over the past week even, as a lot of the community is really just getting fed up with the state of this game online. It's absolutely ridiculous, it's disgraceful, and it needs to be fixed ASAP. All the leagues are in an awkward position. You got the esports series coming up, and the game's just not in a position that can run a series like that, and it's just sad to see they've hyped up career mode and all the single player stuff so much, and just ignored the online other than adding a safety rating system, which is fucking flawed. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure you do leave a like on it. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. There'll be a lot more other F1 2018 content where I play on actual parts of the game which do function, like playing with the classic cars and my career mode and whatnot. So make sure you do go and check out those videos. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.